Good morning, students. In previous lecture, I discussed what is Kirchhoff's current law, sign convention of Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's voltage law, and sign convention of Kirchhoff's voltage law. These points are already studied. Today we are going to discuss about application of Heston's bridge. In the application of Heston's bridge, that is meter bridge. This meter bridge, it is a modification of Heston's network. It is used to determine the unknown resistance. This meter bridge apparatus consists of uniform wire 1 meter long fixed on the two L-shaped copper strips. Here distance from point A to point C, this is 100 centimeter, that is 0 centimeter to 100 centimeter, and therefore this apparatus is called as a meter bridge apparatus. Here third copper strip is fixed between these two L-shaped copper strips. This is one L-shaped and this is another L-shaped copper strip, and this third copper strip is fixed between middle of these two L copper strips. Therefore it forms two gaps. This is one gap and this is called as another gap. This is called as left gap and this is called as right gap. Here in left gap, unknown resistance is connected to left gap, and known resistance box, this is connected to right gap. Also, one terminal of galvanometer is connected to junction B, and other terminal of galvanometer, it is connected to jockey. Then here distance from point A to point D, this is Lx, and distance from point D to C, this is a Lr. Also in this meter bridge apparatus, a battery, SL of EMF E, key and rheostats, these are connected in series with wire AC. Working in this meter bridge apparatus, here a suitable resistance, this is a resistance box, and having different resistances are connected to this resistance box. A suitable resistance is removed from resistance box, and by touching the jockey on the different point of this wire AC, we have to find out the balance point, null point, point of contact, maximum center of the wire. If the network is said to be balanced, that is galvanometer shows deflection 0, this means that no current flows through the galvanometer. No current flows to the galvanometer. Therefore, potential at point B, this is equal to potential at point D. If the network is said to be balanced, this means that this network is same to that of Heston bridge networks. Suppose this is a Heston bridge. Listen here. This is a consider one resistance. This is a another next resistance. I connect here. Then I connect here third one, and then again I connect here fourth resistance here. This is a Heston bridge, and Heston bridge and this meter bridge is same. This is a X. This is called as a R resistance, and this is RAD, and this is a RDC. Suppose, and here galvanometer is connected middle of these 2 points. I call this as a point A. This is a point B, this is point C, this is point D, and this is the current passing through. This is the I1 and I2 current. It is divided into at point A. Similarly, this is a I2. Same way, this is a X resistance is here meter bridge apparatus. X resistance is connected. I connect in this Heston bridge X resistance. This is R resistance is connected across B and C. R resistance is connected across point B and C, and then this RAD is connected across point A and D. R is the resistance across from point A to D. Therefore, it is RAD, same RAD distance, and then RDC. This is a RDC distance. RDC. This is a RDC. Therefore, the Heston's bridge and meter bridge nearly are equal to same. Therefore, by applying Westone's bridge condition. Westone's bridge condition. X upon R. This X upon R. This is equal to RAD. This divided by RDC. Therefore, X upon R. This is equal to R times AD. This divided by R times DC. Suppose this is our equation number 1. X upon R. X upon R. This is equal to R times AD divided by R times DC. Similarly, X upon R. This is equal to R times AD. R is resistance from point A to D. This is and RDC. This is R is resistance from point D to C. Therefore, I write there X upon R. This is equal to R times AD divided by R times DC. Also, here L is the length of wire. With the length of wire. L is the length of wire. P is specific resistance. Specific resistance. P is the specific resistance of wire. And capital A is the area of cross section. Area of cross section of that wire, and therefore in specific relation, specific resistance relation, we can write down here RAD. This is equal to P times LX divided by A. RAD. This is equal to P times Lx divided by A. Lx is length of wire from point A to D, and A, capital A is the area of cross section of that wire, and P is the property of that material and specific resistance of that material, and therefore I can write down here RAD. This is equal to P times Lx upon capital A. Also, RDC. This is equal to P times LR. This divided by capital A. Area of cross section is same, and that's why I write here P times RDC. This is equal to P, specific resistance of the material of this wire. This multiplied by LR divided by capital R, resistance of the wire, area of cross section capital A, and therefore divide equation first by second. Divide equation A by B, we get RAD, R times AD, this divided by R times DC. This is equal to R times AD upon R times DC. This is equal to P times Lx upon A. This multiply by A divided by P times LR. And therefore a common term get cancelled. This P and capital A get cancelled. Therefore R times AD is divided by R times DC. This is equal to Lx upon LR. This is equation number second. But from equation number 1, R times AD divided by R times DC, this is equal to X upon R. And therefore, from equation 1, equation second becomes R times AD divided by R times DC. This is equal to X upon R. Therefore, X upon capital R. This is equal to Lx divided by LR. And therefore, this X is equal to, R times Lx divided by Lr. X is equal to R times Lx upon Lr. Therefore, this X is equal to R times Lx upon Lr. If we know the value of R, Lx and Lr, then we can calculate easily the value of unknown resistance. This is the equation for unknown resistance. Using this equation, we can determine value of the unknown resistance. Sources of error. Sources of error. What are the sources here? This means that first source here is this wire is uniform. If the wire should be uniform, if the wire is not uniform, then errors are developed. Second, the contact resistance is developed where the wires are connected. This means that if you connect wire across point A and point B, this means that if the connection is not clear at that time, errors are developed. And third error, measurement of this Lx and Lr is not accurate at that time, errors are developed. Then minimization, how to minimize of error. A minimization of error. Here, this wire should be uniform and balance point, null point, point of contact should be at just maximum center of the wire. At that time, this error can be removed. And another error, removal error, this is X and R is interchanged and the experiment is repeated. In this way, the error should be removed. And one simple example related to this meter bridge experiment. Very simple example. Example number 1. I write here. Example number 1. In the following network, if the balance point is obtained at 40 centimeter of the wire, then find out the value of unknown resistance. I draw here a diagram, electrical circuit diagram. Suppose this is my one resistance. I connect here. This is the next one. It is connected parallel to this. Then this parallel combination is connected to another resistor. Here we have to find out the value of this resistor. Suppose this R is equal to how much, and then this terminal is connected to say galvanometer, and this galvanometer is connected to this meter bridge wire, and this total is connected to say battery and key here. This is a positive and negative terminal, battery of key, and this is my first resistance. This is a 4 ohm and this is a 12 ohm, and balance point here is obtained say 40 centimeter. Balance point is often at 40 centimeter. This is point A and this is point B. Here, first of all, listen here. This resistance is 4 ohm. This is 12 ohm, and this is connected to another resistance. Here we have to find out the value of unknown resistance if the balance point is often at 40 centimeter. Therefore, first of all, find out the parallel combination. Here, value of parallel combination. We know that two resistances are connected in parallel. If two resistances are connected in parallel, and therefore their effective resistance 1 upon CR is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, and therefore this is RP 1 upon RP. RP is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Here value of R1 that is 4 ohm suppose, and value of R2 is 12 ohm. Therefore, RP is equal to 12 multiplied by 4 divided by 12 plus 4. This is equal to 48 divided by 16, and therefore value of this RP is equal to 3 ohm. Here we have to find out the value of RP. This is equal to 3 ohm, and therefore the circuit becomes, this is the value of RP, then another resistance we have to find out value here, and this is connected to galvanometer. Galvanometer to this point. This is RP 3 ohm. Their value of R is equal to how much? This balance point is obtained at 40 centimeter. This is battery E, and it is connected to in this way. This is point A and this is point B. This distance is 40 centimeter. Therefore, this remaining is, this is point A, 0 to 100 centimeter distance, and therefore this is already 60 centimeter. This is 40 centimeter. This means that remaining 60 centimeter. Therefore, from this figure, using the balance condition, by using the balance condition, three upon R, this is equal to 40 divided by 60. Rearranging terms, that is cross multiply, R multiplied by 40, this is equal to 3 multiplied by 60, and therefore this R is equal to 180 divided by 40, and after calculating this 0 get cancelled, therefore R is equal to 18 divided by 4, that is 4.50, and therefore this value of unknown resistance, that is 4.5 ohm. Therefore, the value of unknown resistance, is 4.5 ohm. In this way, number of examples are solved by using this formula. Okay, thank you.